What's up, guys? My people, wagwan. How y'all doing? I trust you are doing well. This is Motivations and Memoirs again, coming to you with another video in the forgiveness series. My name is Iberika, and guess what? We have come to the end of the season. So this is the season finale. I want to give thanks to all the guests who made their grand appearance on the channel. Thanks first of all to the discussion team that consisted of myself, my husband Pastor Colin Thomas, Pastor Charles Ball, who joined us all the way from Australia, Sister Debbie Kerr. I want to say thanks to the individual guests who came. Cecile, oh my God, what a story. Susanna, whose struggle started practically at birth, but now she was able to come and share. These people who are telling us that, listen, situations are not unique to us. We hurt, we grieve, we feel pain, we feel bitterness, we have unforgiveness, we think about revenge when things happen to us. But guess what? God stepped in. We were obedient and we made the choice to forgive. And all it brought us was healing and peace. Janelle, my God, what an overwhelming. Some persons call me and say, you sure she okay? Yes, she is okay. She has overcome. And it doesn't mean that because you pass a situation, there aren't still pain. Sometimes pains are there, but it's a process. Trust me, it is a process. But as the days go by, as the months go by, we are able to overcome and the pain gets less. When I look at it, I realize that the journey started 2 months ago, October 6th to be precise. And now it is the season finale. Another story, one that is probably mild in consideration to the others, some people may think, but one that still brought pain. When you know that you are innocent and you were accused to the point where you lost your job, you think, how could this happen? And all of that. But you will hear it from the guest. Her name is Brenda, and she will share her short testimony, but one that I just said, wow, just fitting for the finale of this wonderful series. So you're probably wondering, is what you're talking about? Who is Cecile? Who is Janelle? Who is Susanna? You need to go in the description box and you will see the other links for the other videos of these persons who share their testimonies. You'll also see the link for the discussion. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, now is the opportune time for you to do so. Click the subscription button. Also, click the bell. It will remind you or notify you when a video is uploaded. Continue to like, continue to share, continue to leave your comments. And I look forward to another journey in the next series when we start again. God bless. So see you in a bit on the other side as we hear from Brenda. God bless. Welcome, Brenda, to Motivations and Memoirs. And as usual, the guests are always appreciated. The viewers look forward to hearing from you. And so I encourage you to continue to do what you need to do to advance the kingdom of God on your side. So feel free to share as the Lord leads you on this channel, Motivations and Memoirs. Go right ahead, my dear.
Okay, good evening, and thank you very much for having me here.
You're welcome.
My name is Brenda Facey. I am a mother of two, a son and a daughter. Son is 22, and my daughter is 17 years of age. And I am giving God thanks amidst everything. We have to learn to forgive. The choices that we make in life, it will hurt us. So we have to learn to forgive and to move on.
Definitely.
Okay. My story is about losing a job unfairly. But with everything that I have been through, God was in the midst of me losing this job. It started about a year ago. I was a principal at a basic school. And you're there working hard and going through the struggles and trying to let everything be in order. And then there comes up a disagreement at the workplace, and it caused that you're supposed to just give in, and they don't want to hear anything from you, what you have to say about what is going on. But you hold on to God's promises, knowing that He will take you through. And it happened in the time when I wasn't even thinking about it. It was in the summers after, you go off on summer holidays, and you're expecting to go back to work in September because school reopens in September. And it is a couple of weeks from that you got a call that you are to meet with the board. And then the decision that they made to fire you, and you're looking at it and you say, "Oh, God, why is this happening?" But you're seeing some little troughs from then and look at hiccups here and there, and you're trying to figure out what is going on. But at times it is not our will, but it is the will of God for a better place that God wants to put you. And even going through that, I was hurt, because I was saying, what did I do to deserve this? After working there for 3 years, and letting the school get not certified, but permit to operate, and then now, after doing all of those things, and then now you're not wanted anymore. It really hurts. And I was coming home from the meeting, and I was talking to God, and I said, "God, what did I do to deserve this?" And coming down the road, I hear the voice say to me, say, "Take out $1,000 out of the money that they gave you and sow it for your new job." And I was saying, "Okay, God, I'm gonna do that." And I'm coming down with the little things in my hand, because I say I must move out my things, because I have to leave now, effective immediately. And I'm coming down with my bag and some of my stuff in my hand, and coming down the road and praying, because we have a revival, 3-day revival service at church that night. And I went to church and sitting down there, and one of my friend that I took to the meeting, she called me outside and she said, "Something is wrong." I said, "When I go home, I'll talk to you about it." And she said, "You don't have to talk to me, because I see that you lose your job because you have your stuff in your hand." And she said, "Brenda, come and worship God. Anyway, just worship God and don't think about it." And in the midst of worshiping God, you're a human being, so you're gonna think about what has just happened.
Yeah.
And the pastor was there preaching about the exact thing that took place at the meeting. And I say, "Oh, pastor, no, this I'm not saying nothing to pastor. I'm just coming." And pastor talking how they conspire against you, how they gather together to fire you. And the God say, it is not, it might seem like from top going down to bottom level. And I say, "God, oh, the man here knows so much about what I am going through now." And him say, sometimes you're up there, your position is high, but God wants to take you low, to a lower place for betterment. And I was there, and I took out the $1,000 to throw for offering. And I heard, "Throw it for seed, But me say, "Me I throw it for offering." And me hear the voice say, "You me say, put into the envelope and give it for seed." So I touch one of my church sister and I say, "Can I get an envelope?" And she said, "Sure." And she get the envelope and she put the money. She said, "What must I write on it?" I said, "Seed." And when she gave it in, the next morning I called the DO and I told her that I lost my job. And she said to me, say, "Come in with the paper and let us talk." And I went there up by Early Child Commission, and I went there and talked to the DO. And she read the letter, and she said the letter not even state so good. But she said, "Don't worry yourself, God set you up." She said this is a setup because the school wasn't certified by government. So, you're getting your subsidy, but everything wasn't there to my standard that I wanted, because I desire more. And God have to do things to move us and pull us out of our comfort zone, to to lift us up. And but I didn't understand, so I felt hurt and felt like I was betrayed. And if I see them, I don't want to talk to them because I was so hurt. And I was carrying this bitterness inside. And I cry myself, and my mommy talk to me. I have friends that talk to me, I encourage me. I have friends that pray with me. I said, Brenda, don't worry yourself, this is for a reason. And when I went there the Wednesday morning, and the DO called a school, a particular school, and they had an interview opening for a new teacher. And the next DO called her and said, I have a teacher here that was a principal, and I needed to give her the job. Do not interview her. She have her credentials, and I am recommending her to you. And then my personal DO said, and I am doing it so. And I said, God, you're really in a this, because it looked like say it just happened so quick. And I went down there and started working. And I met with the chairman for the school, and he's saying to me, don't feel down. Not because there was a principal. Him say, I still have you in that regard. You're a teacher, but give your best. Just give off your best.
Right.
And I said, okay, sir. And I did my best. But a couple days ago, I was kind of down. And a teacher spoke to me, and she said, Brenda, I see that the healing process is still going on with you. You don't want to open up and to accept anybody inside your life. And I say, it is true. And she encouraged me, young person, but she encouraged me. We are not to think that because you're older than them, we cannot take advice from a young person, because they do have good encouragement to encourage us on our path. And she said to me, say, look in the mirror and call the person name that hurt you. And when she talked to me, I was just crying. And you feel that peace. And I say, for 1 year now, I had that struggle. And just Monday, this week Monday, I spoke to the young lady, and I felt that inner peace. And I said, this must be God. Sometimes they see you and they want to talk to you, but they are afraid because you will sit away in your little comfort zone and in your corner, and you're hurting somebody, and you don't even know that you're hurting somebody else just by your reaction. And sometimes your body language have a whole lot to do with it. Your facial expression, you're trying to do your best, but your best is still not good enough. So I am giving God thanks that amidst the hurt, there is a better way. And I have learned, I passed the school last week, and I said to myself, God, me no feel no way hurt and bitter again. Just passing the school, I just looking over there, and I say, oh my God, look at where I was. And I was showing my daughter, and I said, and the taxi driver, I said, I used to teach over that school. And I said, we never know, say, well, I say, yeah, man, I'm the teacher. So I feel honored to know that I had shared my part there, and I can now pass and have the confidence and feel good inside, and don't have any remorse now, and don't feel guilty or angry with the person that allowed me to lose my job. I just feel, relaxed and better. And I'm giving God thanks that this thing about forgiveness does a whole lot. If you don't forgive, how are we gonna move on? We can be better Christians if we don't learn to let go and let God. So I am encouraging the audience today to let go and to let God. In everything that we go through, we have to pray and fast. Because if I wasn't praying and fasting and having persons encouraging me, I wouldn't have made it this far. And because of that, I can tell you too that let go and let God and forgive. And when you forgive others, you would see the difference in your life and see the difference with people being more closer and connected to you, and you would be a better Christian also. God bless you. And I thank
Wow.
you very much.
Thank you so much for sharing. Some persons might say, oh, but that was easy. But when you have worked and labored and you have seen where your labors come to fruition, as people would say,
and then you are, because in your case, you were lied upon,
Yes,
you
I
were
was.
accused. And so it hurts to know
Yes.
that somebody tried to mess with your integrity,
Yeah.
right? And as a result, you lost your job. And you had reasons to be angry, as you were, to be bitter and to feel like you don't want to forgive. But in an instant, you experience where God came through. It reminds me of Joseph. Joseph's brother thought that, well, they plotted evil against him,
Mhm.
but they thought that they doing this evil was for his bad,
Yeah. But
which
God turned it
it
around.
was, but it wasn't their side. But God turned it around for his God's good and also for the family's good, because Joseph became the redeemer for his family. I do not know where your new job will take you and what God has in store for you, but truly, whatever God does is well done.
That's
And
true.
so, as you have shared, and as I said, it may seem so easy to some persons, but when your integrity is being questioned, when you are lied on and lied on by persons, especially who you have looked up to and respected, persons who one would say has certain characteristics, and then you realize that, oh my goodness, look at what this person has done. It is not easy, but I thank God for you. I thank God that you were able to go through, your process, and
Yeah.
as you said, you passed recently and you don't feel
Yeah.
the pain is gone. And that means that the process really, really is almost completed. Because, and I said almost because there are times when you will have little flashbacks, but
Hmm.
eventually, you know, even if there is a flashback, you can just lift up your hands and say, Lord, I thank you. It may be, a surprise or a shock, or um a lot of frustration to others who, as I said earlier, you have worked somewhere, you have labored, and then you have to just walk away. But starting over is not always bad.
No.
Starting over makes us wiser, it makes us a lot stronger, and we become more experienced because we learn a whole lot of things on our journey,
That's
right?
true.
A whole lot of things we learn on the journey of being broken, and to the point where you have to pick up the pieces and put your life back together. But while you're doing that, you are also blessed with a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of experiences, and truly you're able now to pass on to others as you have been doing and as you have done today. Thank you so much for coming. And I know that somebody is going to be encouraged by your short testimony, but the fact that, this deed was done to you and you were able to quickly get over it. You ball, you hurt, but
Yeah.
you got over
Yeah.
the whole process of forgiveness. Every time I'm talking about this thing, I say it is challenging, it is hard, rough. Strong man have struggles,
Hmm.
and it seems sometimes as if we never can make it. But
True.
once we trust God, and once we are willing, because I keep saying it, it is a choice.
Hmm.
Forgiveness is a choice.
Yes, yes,
So
it
we
is.
can decide, say, me not do it, or me in a business, me not do it. But then
Hmm.
we can just say to ourselves, for my own healing, for my own peace of mind, for my joy, I am going to let go. Viewers out there, you may be struggling too with something, and still saying, and I hope by now that having listened to all of these testimonies and hearing persons coming to share and say, boy, this was done to me, and I hurt and I was bitter. Because you realize nobody come on the program and say, oh, me never did feel no way over what over what had happened to me. No, everybody came and said, I hurt, I was angry, I was bitter. But then, bless God. And so then we made the choice to forgive. As you go, make that choice. Remember also that Christ expects you to forgive so that you can release your own forgiveness through him. And as such, my friends, as I always say, and I will always say, walk good and stay connected. God bless.
God bless you.
All right, so my dear, it was a pleasure to have you. And I pray your strength, and I continue to support you in prayer.
Okay.
As you continue to enjoy this new chapter of your life. Blessings and thanks so much for coming.